Alright, you stupid bastards. This is Mark from Gunfight Knives, and we're back at it. And we are late to the party. Guys, we're going to do a quick unboxing of this, and might do some follow-up with it on the range. Don't know yet how we're going to do this video, but this is the Holosun SCS Solar Charging Sight. Just picked this up. This was approximately $309, and that was on sale. That was a sale price. Don't know what they cost normally. Maybe like $350 or something like that. But like I said, I'm late to the party with this one. I opted for the green dot. As you can see, you got your option in the sight of a 2 MOA dot, a 32 MOA circle, or the dot and the circle combo. Pretty cool sight. It doesn't have shake awake or anything like that, but why I got this one is because it's specifically made for this gun. They make this same sight where the body is just a little different to mount up to different guns. I think they make one for the M&P, Smith & Wesson M&P. They make one for a Glock. I think an H&K, a SIG, and maybe something else besides the CZ. I can't remember how many they make, but let's get to it real quick. It's a real treat, too, to get something that comes in a nice box. Recently, I've gotten some stuff that comes in crappy boxes. And usually the product is not the greatest when the boxing or packaging isn't the greatest. So, but just nice to see this little smoke plastic box with foam to hold everything in nice and tight, and the bottom is just a black plastic, again with their name on it as well. So that's pretty cool. You can use it for other crap if you guys care about that. Store some stuff. So standard lens cloth. We have their warranty card. You guys want to scan that, sign up for your warranty with that. And we got the user manual. That hasn't been opened yet. We're going to open that soon because we need to know what to torque it to. Hardware. One set of hardware. A tool, star drive, and a flathead. Star drive is for these little screws, and the flathead's just the elevation and windage on this thing. So other than that, you got the little gel pack, and that's it. So pretty self-explanatory, I guess, what everything comes in there. So this thing's very small window package, but it's longer than a normal sight, just because they have the the solar charging panel in the back, and then up here they just have their name. A lot of times they'll put the solar panel right there, but they did that because all these guns were coming with that long space. So then you'd put the optics plate in there and then mount this to that, when it was a standard red dot. But they came out with this to line up with everything. And just so you know, this is the P-10F. They make a P-10C and a P-10S that I think this will all work for. You just have to take the optics plate off. It's cut for the plate. Show you that thing's empty. But yeah, that's the whole purpose of this specific sight. As you can see, the lines in here are going to match up, but it's going to be back there, but with their lines. So these little grooves here are going to match up with the ones back here, but it's easier for me to point here. So that was one of the reasons why I got it, and it'll hopefully be able to co-witness. So I didn't see anybody online doing it for this specific gun, because this one comes with a threaded barrel and then the suppressor height sights. Everyone had their standard height sights, and it worked pretty good. So I want to see where this ends up landing. I think I said it, I opted for the green reticle in here. And like I said before, no shake awake, but this is the power button right here. So if I hold that, what is it? How many seconds? Do I have to tap it or hold it? All right, so I tap for a second and it turned on. Let me see if we can get you guys to see this thing or not. Will it focus? Nope, it's not going to focus, unfortunately. So that is the circle with the dot. Let's see if we can switch it to the dot. I don't recall how to do it, but let's just try to do it on the fly. All right, so there, I think it got brighter. Yeah, dimmer, brighter, and I think if you hold it, it'll switch. So there you go. Now that is just the dot. That's a 2 MOA dot, and dimmer, brighter. And then that should be just the circle. Yeah, so that's just the circle. Dimmer and brighter, and then if you hold it, you can turn it off. So they say you can leave this thing on with no light hitting it for up to, like, I think it's 2 years, something crazy like that. And then once it's in the light, sunlight, it charges fast. The light in your office or something like that, it'll still charge, but it won't charge as fast. But supposedly it charges faster than it can drain itself. So that's pretty cool. Let me show you where the elevation and windage are. So again, that's what this little tool is for, to adjust the clicks there. So what I'm going to do is put it on this GAT and show you what it looks like. It's made out of aluminum, this one. I think the one for the Glock, you can get it in titanium. So if you guys have the Glocks and are interested in something like that, that's what you get. So CNC milled 7075 aluminum. So that's the housing on it. So that's pretty cool. Battery does not come out. Can't replace it. Supposedly lasts forever. We all know what that means. It means a long time. It doesn't mean forever, but I bet you it'll last easily 10 years. I've had rechargeable batteries that last 10 years easily. Actually, that's the brand that lasts 10 years. Just ordered some new ones. The ones I had still aren't even dead. That's over 10 years, I believe I've had those. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and put it on and we'll get back to you. Guys, before we put it on there, let's go ahead and weigh it. And it's 1.10 ounces. 1 ounce, 0.10. Then the screws. So 1.15 ounces, guys. That's stupid light. But all right, we go back to putting it on. All right, lassies, we're back. Got this bad boy mounted up. Real quick, just want to show you what I used. It's the Wheeler Fat Wrench. 15 inch-pounds is what they wanted that thing mounted to, which isn't much, but again, when you're working with screws of that size, doesn't take much, right? Tiny threads, strip stuff out. I'll show you what the plate looked like. You can see, it looked like it had some oil left on it from when it was milled to the slide, or for the slide, I should say. But that being said, what do you guys think? Super, super slick, if you ask me. Like I said, the lines in here match. Awesome. Very happy. Very happy with that. If you guys want, you can rack it from that if you wanted to. So it came, I had to adjust it, the windage, just to match up with these sights. So what I did, I have the dot hovering right at the top of this. We'll see how it looks when I'm at the range, how it shoots, dial it in from there. but I guess I have an astigmatism, and like people call it a starburst and say it looks like a starburst pattern. So that's what I'm seeing when I'm looking through here. Let me show you how I lined it up if I can. So right about there is what I'll be seeing when I'm shooting. So very happy with it so far. Guess I'll take you guys out to the range with me. But very happy with this thing. This thing is super slick. I wasn't sure about the ride height being so low, but I'm like, you know what? Let's take a chance on it. There's quite a few videos about this optic on other guns and on this platform as well. But like I said, I never saw anybody with the suppressor height sights and running that. So I think it's going to be great. Very happy with it. Love this gun. I'm falling in love with it even more every day. Yeah, really love this thing. So stay tuned for some more stuff, guys. There might be some range stuff right now coming up in a couple seconds.
Do this one, every 16.
Okay guys, we are back from the range. Got the green dot / red dot dialed in. Show you this thing is cleared out. If you guys can see, look through the sight there, you can see we are empty, nothing in here. So this thing performed phenomenal. Pardon the grease, just got done, oil and grease, just got done cleaning this thing out. Put this on so you guys can see. Put it back to what it's supposed to be. So, I went out there, when I first got the sight, I put it on and adjusted it to the sights. So I put it right above the front sights, went out to the range, only had to adjust it a couple clicks, and I sighted in at 15 yards. I didn't get a chance today to push the targets out any further for this to see, once it was sighted in at 15 yards, to see what it would hit at 25, 50, 75, at 100. It's good to know, you know what I mean? Most likely it's going to be within 15 yards, right? If you have to use this thing, hopefully. But if it goes out further, you want to know. So it's always a good reference to wherever you think you're going to use it, you know what I mean, in your home or something like that. Zero it for that. And then just to make sure where you're hitting at 25 yards compared to 15, 50, 75, 100. So that's always a good thing to do. Unfortunately today I couldn't do that, but let's see if we can actually see the dot. There we go. So right above, this thing was shooting lights out. Very happy with it. Again, don't mind the oil that's everywhere, but I really like this optic on top of this gun, and this gun is freaking sweet. It's I'd say slowly becoming one of my favorite guns, but it's a lot faster than slow. I can't say anything bad about it. Ran flawless today. Now I have probably, I don't know, like only 600 plus rounds through it. We shot some subsonics today. We had the suppressor on here as well. It was a, what is that thing called? Osprey, but it's the Osprey for the 45. I had the adapter to be able to run it on this thread pitch. So we ran some subs through it, performed flawless, and then the rest of their rounds were Blazer brass, standard. I think they were 115 if I'm not mistaken. But very happy with this Holosun. Had no issues with it, plenty bright. It was overcast at one point and it was super bright at one point. So very happy with it. And we were underneath the overhang, so it's going from a little dark. It wasn't really, but we're going from in the shade to out into the light, super bright. So take that for what it is, guys. I would highly recommend this so far. Don't have enough rounds on it to say this thing's bulletproof or anything like that, but very, very happy with this Holosun on top of this. So check them out, guys. But this is Mark from Gunfight Knives. I would really appreciate it if you like, share, and subscribe. And we will catch you in the next one. And God bless.